So I found my old art portfolio in the basement, and this has like drawings and paintings all the way from when I was in grade 6 until I was in like maybe my second year of college. So I would say like from when I was 10 years old all the way up until I was like 21. And I was like looking through all of these pages, and it's like so nostalgic, and I have not seen these things in years. And it's crazy because the first like art pieces, they weren't very good. Maybe they were good for a grade 6, I don't know, but it's cool to see like how my art has evolved over the years. For example, I found this one page where I drew a soccer player, and she kind of almost has like an anime style. I also drew Tweety Bird, and what's so funny is that I drew a little Tamagotchi, which is so cute, and then randomly a pillow. I don't know why. But it goes from like that kind of drawing style all the way up until like I was using like ink pens and colored markers and pencil crayon, and I did a lot of stuff using black marker. I really loved that kind of style. And so I don't know, it's just like, it's almost kind of emotional to see like my art over the years, and truthfully, I have not sat down and done an art piece in such a long time. I think maybe once a year I'll draw something really small or like kind of doodle or sketch something while I'm watching a show, but I don't like sit down anymore and dedicate myself to art. So I'm even looking at these like pieces that I did from college, and I'm like, wow, like I was not too bad, you know, like not to toot my own horn or anything, but I look at these things and I'm like, that was really good. Like I wish I really honed in on that and practiced on that more and just did more of it, because now I almost feel like maybe I lost my talent for illustrations and stuff, because it seems so far away to me. Like it's almost, actually it has been about 10 years since I did any really intense drawing like this, which kind of makes me sad. But the reason why I wanted to go down into the basement and look for my old art portfolio is because yesterday I finished the book I've been writing for the past 3 years, and I could not believe that I finished it. Like I started this book when I was 27 years old. Actually, I was about to turn 28, and I've been working on it constantly for 3 years, and I finished it, the first draft. And I just thought to myself, like, you know what? This would make my younger self so proud of me, because my whole life I was doing drawings and I was writing, and I always thought that I would get into like kids books, like kids illustrations, because I would go to my grandma's house and I would draw all these pictures, and then I would write stories for each picture, and she would bind it into a little book and she would read it back to me, and I thought it was so cool. And so finishing this novel, I don't know, I just feel like my younger self would smile and like pat me on the shoulder and be like, good job, Jess. You know, so anyway, I'm starting on draft 2 now, which is where I'm just like going back in and like working on the plot and stuff like that. And I don't know if anybody will ever see this book. I don't know if I'll ever submit it to see if I can get it published. I would like to. There's a world out there that I can see where I'm an author and I am writing books and they are in bookstores and stuff. And I think it's like healthy to keep visions like that, because it just makes me more passionate for what I'm doing, because I can like see the dream. But I don't know, we'll see. I don't want to like talk about what my book is about just yet. Maybe soon in the near future. What I can say is that it's a mystery, a thriller, and a love story, kind of all in one. It's like a mishmash of genres. It is aimed more towards new adults, so it's more of an adult fiction. But anyway, I just wanted to show you all this stuff that I found in my old portfolio, and it's so cool because my whole life I've always wanted to do creative things and stay in the creative field, and I have done so. So I'm proud of myself. I found something kind of funny as I was looking through this portfolio. Apparently, and I think this was back in college, I printed out this newspaper article that says Miley Cyrus wanted to dump Liam Hemsworth months ago. And this was just in my art portfolio. Like I printed this out and for some reason put it into my portfolio. I have no idea why, but this is like a time capsule right here, like Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth. And I never really even cared about their relationship that much. So like, I don't know why I printed this out. I wish I could just like ask my 21-year-old self. All right, here's the dealio, okay? We need to go to Build-A-Bear immediately because apparently they have a Mothman plushie. Now, we've known about this for a couple weeks. We've called different Build-A-Bears and they're all sold out. But I looked on Google yesterday and I saw that it's apparently back in stock at this specific mall that we're going to. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna try and find the Mothman, which sounds crazy, and we're gonna stuff him. And then Ty wants, you know how you get those little speaker things in the Build-A-Bear? He wants to say...
Sorry, I'm just shocked that you said we're looking for the Mothman and we're gonna stuff him. I'm sorry, that just came out of left field and now I've lost my train of thought.
What do you want to put inside the Mothman? What do you want him to say?
Well, I think they're gonna have to find out first.
He might not be there.
So if he's not...
Then you'll say.
Maybe. They might have to wait until we actually get him and stuff him.
Let's go stuff the Mothman. Guys, it wasn't there. It was not there, and it was so awkward because the lady was like, hi, how can I help you? And I'm like, I'm looking for Mothman. And she was like, we don't have Mothman. Apparently it's sold out in like a couple days and they're not even gonna bring it back. That's crazy to me. They should do like all the cryptids and then I'll go there and I'll stuff them and I'll put them on my bed to like show off to everybody. Anyways, Ty, now you have to say what you were gonna put in the Mothman because we didn't get to do it.
No.
You have to tell them.
No, if the Mothman comes back, I'll tell him.
He's not coming back.
Don't ruin my hopes, Jess.
I'm gonna tell him. So you guys know that meme? And it's like this like dirty moth, kind of a grungy moth. And he's like, y'all got any lamps? Do you remember that meme? And the photo looks so scary. That's what he wanted to do in like a really scary, low, like grungy voice into the bear.
Oh, into the moth.
Into the moth bear. Anyways, I'm sitting here and I'm about to do these exercises that I got from my chiropractor. He sent me home with all of these really strange things. This is a head weight, which I'm not looking forward to using because it looks like it's gonna be really heavy on my poor little head. I'm supposed to like sit down. She was like, you can watch TV, you can like sit and like eat some food or whatever, but just make sure like your neck is totally straight while you wear this giant thing on your head. This is, ow! Glasses are not recommended when putting this on. How do I do it? Is this right? It's not comfortable at all. I feel like I'm gonna get a migraine after wearing this. Like my head is like, woo. She told me I might get dizzy after wearing it. Anyway, I have to do that for, I think she said, start with a minute a day and get up to like 6 minutes or something. And then they gave me this weird cervical hump that I have to put under my neck. So I have to lie down on the ground. I can't be on a bed or any comfy surface. I have to be very uncomfortable. And then I put this under my neck and then I have to lie there. She said, start with 3 minutes, get up to 6 minutes a day. And it like presses into my spine. So I start to get like the regular curve in my spine.
Jess, that's not a pillow. That's crown molding.
I know it's not a pillow. As hard as a rock. She made me test it out in front of her and she was like, it shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't be uncomfortable. And I was like, miss, this is as hard as a rock. This hurts. So anyway, I got all the tools to bring back my neck curve that I apparently lost. So pray for me, genuinely, because I really want these to work and I'm really scared they won't. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. It's been a lot, okay? Between the portfolio, and I didn't even show you like the worst of my drawings from grade 6. Like they're pretty bad. Some of them are pretty bad, but I showed you the better ones. Hopefully Mothman will come back. Hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day and we'll see you in our next vlog. Bye.